Hello again. Thank y'all for watching this week. We hope y'all are having a blessed, wonderful week so far. Um, Monday, September the 3rd, we will be closed for Labor Day. So we wanted to go ahead and do this video a week early since we will be closed that Monday. And we would like to specifically talk about Labor Day itself. Whenever we think of Labor Day in this country, we think of it being the symbolic day for the end of summer. It's like the last day of summer, and people celebrate with parties and cookouts and traveling and that type of thing. So it's a happy day that American workers get off. But when you get back to the original origin, the history of Labor Day, it had a much different meaning when it first started. After the Civil War in this country, the Industrial Revolution started, where factories and manufacturing jobs were very prevalent in this country, and people kind of moved more away from the agriculture side to these manufacturing jobs in the cities. And when these jobs first started, the workers back then, the conditions were much different than what we know of today and in a lot of our jobs in this country. Now, there's a lot of people that still work hard today with manual type of labor jobs. But back then, there were no laws and regulations for American workers. So you were pretty much at the mercy of your employer. And a lot of these folks worked 12-hour days, 7 days a week. And even little children, 5- and 6-year-old kids, had to go to work in factories and in mines doing these adult-like jobs. So it was a much different landscape as far as the jobs back then compared to what we're used to today. And over time, people, they wanted more rights. They wanted higher wages and more benefits. And in 1882, there was a march in New York where people collectively took off work and they got together and marched and had picnics and just got the conversation started for workers' rights in this country. And this kind of went on for several years. And in 1894, there was a company in Chicago called the Pullman Train Car Company, and they manufactured train cars. And there were extremely low wages during that time, which was one of the factors that led to the workers at this particular company in Chicago going on strike. Now, the president, named Grover Cleveland, Grover, what do you think about that name, Grover? It's a different sounding name, isn't it? Well, anyways, Grover Cleveland, he felt a lot of pressure from this strike going on, which led him to sending about 12,000 troops into Chicago to take care of this strike and break it up. Well, that did ultimately happen, but it wasn't. There was not a peaceful resolution to it. I think around 12 or 13 strikers were killed during that time. So it kind of left a black eye on Grover Cleveland and his administration that year, and he had an election coming up. So to appease the American workers, he said, "Okay, I'm going to give y'all this first Monday off in September. We're going to take this day off." So that the law was signed into effect then. And but even though that happened, workers still did not have the rights and that we enjoy today. It wasn't later in the later 1900s where these laws went into effect for 8-hour work days, 5 days a week, and child labor laws, this type of thing. So Labor Day, it had a much different meaning when it was first started and how we think about it today. So we're very fortunate today to live in such a country where we can work and make a living for ourselves and not be subjected to the type of, well, actually lack of laws that other countries have today. Even today, there are countries in the world that have to endure very hard labor conditions to make their living. So we're just very blessed and fortunate to live in the country that we live in, where we have rights. We do. We do have rights and benefits, and where we can go and enjoy our job. So, yeah, that's a history lesson on Labor Day from the co-op. We hope y'all enjoyed it. We hope y'all have a very blessed and happy and safe Labor Day. And please come see us anytime. And thank you for watching this video.